ridiculous.
Ball breaks free. Gets it. 7 seconds. Ball to drive. And there's no timeouts left for Miami. The drive.
I guess we better start calling them Charlotte because the Hornets had Queen City rocking as they stung the Heat last night. But it's what happened right before Charlotte's wild win that has everybody, well, you know, buzzing. And some of the biggest names are still fighting for their playoff lives tonight when Curry faces Kawhi. But is it really Curry versus the clock? Why every minute will count? Plus, Perk, you've said we're getting a little too Hollywood around here. Well, today we're taking it literally. Mark Wahlberg, Paul Walter Hauser, they're in studio with us. And so is a college national champ. NBA Today starts right now. And you can't ask for a more wild way to start the postseason.
Thank you, Adam Silver.
We got last night. I mean, that was so much fun. We're going to extinguish the heat. And here is how it went down. It was lit in Charlotte. But this is what everyone's talking about, of course, right? Early second quarter, LaMelo Ball, he drives. But Bam Adebayo, as he's going to grab the rebound there, he goes down hard. He's clearly in pain. And then on another look, yeah, right there, you see LaMelo, it almost looks like he's grabbing at Adebayo's foot. Here's Eric Spoelstra's thoughts on this.
I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's funny. I think it's a stupid play. It's a dangerous play. Obviously, our best player is out. You know, he should have been thrown out of the game, you know, for that.
I haven't even seen. Like I said, I got hit in the head. Didn't even know where I was. But, yeah, just playing basketball. But like I said, sorry, and I'm going to check on him.
All right, good for LaMelo on checking on him. But Bam Adebayo went down, didn't return to the game, Perk. What do you think of this play?
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a dirty play. Did he deserve to get ejected? No. Probably a flagrant one, absolutely. But, hey, look, I mean, you know.
There was still game to be played, and the third quarter was all about Kobe White. This is literally why you bring him in here. And then the third quarter here, winding down, ball gets it to White, red hot. Fired up as the Hornets lead by 6 heading into the fourth quarter here today. So to the final frame we go, a minute and a half to play. The Heat up 6 at this point. Brandon Miller kicks it out.
I thought he was going to shoot that, but they
took
their time. Instead, better than 2, it's 3.
And Miles Bridges had him a night. Inside out, featured on isolation, low block area, mid-post area, knocking down tray balls.
But it was notable here that Con Knipple was on the bench when they needed a 3 the most. Who do you call? Oh, yeah, White.
You know what he was? He was white hot.
He was white.
It wasn't me. It was our producer, Connors. I can't take the credit for that.
The most. Look at the fans. They're so hyped. The game's all tied at 114. But you know that Miami, they still have a shot here. Tyler Hero gets it in the backcourt, pushes the ball up. He can make it from this range. Going to work.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The NBA play-in tournament is delivering absolute chaos, and I am here for every second of it. Last night, the Charlotte Hornets pulled off a wild overtime win against the Miami Heat. LaMelo Ball was the hero. He hit the game-winning layup. The crowd went insane. The Hornets are moving on. But here is the problem. Nobody is talking about the win. Everybody is talking about the play that happened in the second quarter. LaMelo Ball drives to the basket. Bam Adebayo goes for the rebound. And as Bam comes down, LaMelo reaches out and grabs at his foot. Bam hits the floor hard. He injures his lower back. He does not return to the game. And after the game, Eric Spoelstra was furious. He said it was a stupid play, a dangerous play, and that LaMelo should have been thrown out. Now, the NBA is investigating. Shams Charania reported that the league has already contacted both teams. They are going to review the play and decide if it should be upgraded to a flagrant foul. But here is the big question. Could LaMelo Ball be suspended for the next play-in game? Let me show you what the crew on NBA Today had to say. Roll the clip. Did you catch that? Let me break this down because there is a lot here. First, Perk called it a dirty play. He said LaMelo did not deserve to be ejected, but it was probably a flagrant one. That is a fair take. It was not a basketball play. It was a reaction. It was frustration. But did it rise to the level of a suspension? Shams said there is doubt about that. The league is investigating, but a suspension seems unlikely. Now, let me give you my take on this. I have watched the replay about 20 times. LaMelo is on the ground. Bam is coming down. LaMelo reaches out. It is not a natural basketball move. He is grabbing at the foot. He is trying to trip him. That is dirty. That is intentional. And the fact that Bam got hurt and could not return makes it even worse. But here is the reality. The NBA is not going to suspend LaMelo for the next play-in game. Why? Because the Hornets are a great story. They are fun. They are exciting. They are the darlings of the league right now. And the league wants ratings. They want viewership. Suspending LaMelo would kill all of that momentum. So, will they do the right thing? Probably not. They will give him a fine. They will call it a flagrant one after the fact. And they will move on. Now, let's talk about the other huge story from last night. The Portland Trail Blazers beat the Phoenix Suns. Denny Avdija went off. 41 points. 12 assists. 7 rebounds. He was an absolute monster. He is the first player in play-in history to have 40 points and 10 assists. And now the Blazers are moving on to face the San Antonio Spurs in the first round. That is going to be a fascinating series. Denny versus Wemby. Physicality versus length. I cannot wait. But tonight, we have the game of the year. The Golden State Warriors versus the LA Clippers. Winner gets the 8th seed and a date with the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder. Loser goes home. And Perk dropped a bold prediction. He said the Warriors have about a 15% chance to win. He is taking the Clippers. He is taking Kawhi Leonard. He even nicknamed him Kawhi Leonard Jordan because of how he has been playing. And here is the problem for the Warriors. Steph Curry is on a minutes restriction. He is not going to play 40 minutes. He is going to play around 32. Anthony Slater from The Athletic confirmed it. And without a full load of Steph Curry, can the Warriors really beat a healthy Kawhi Leonard who is having a career year? 28 points per game. 50% shooting. Playing both ends of the floor. That is a tough ask. But here is the thing. Steph Curry is Steph Curry. He is the greatest shooter God has ever created, as Stephen A. would say. And if he gets hot, if he catches fire, that 15% chance starts looking a lot higher. We have seen him do it before. We have seen him take over games when nobody thought he could. So, do not count out the chef. I want to know what you think. Should LaMelo Ball be suspended? And who wins tonight, Steph or Kawhi? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And subscribe if you want to stay locked in. We are building something real here. See you next time. Peace.